प्रतिमूर्ति रही जो आम देखीचु न्यूज रे प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जाइकरी माल्यार्पण कर जानी हाथ टेक से मूर्तिटी किए तैयार करथिले से मूर्ति जे तैयार करथिले ललित वर्मा आमर केते भाग्य ही इज हियर इन ब्लड एंड फ्लेश फॉर अस ही इज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ श्री अरविंद आश्रम इंटरनेशनल सेंटर ऑफ एजुकेशन एवं गोटे बहुत सुंदर कथा से कहती से दिने शोई पड़े क्लास रे पढ़ंतीनी क्लास रे शोई पड़ती कौन है तापरे टीचर माने कंप्लेन करके माँ को पाखु गले जे से शोई पड़ी माँ कहले ताकू जम्मा डिस्टर्ब करिवो नहीं सेतिकी बेले से मो पाखु आसे से ललित वर्मा बाबाजी को पिलादिनू चिन्हिंट ओडिया भी कहती वेद प्रकाश जी से रिलेशन एवं से MBA एवं अरोधन आर्ट गैलरी रो से होचंती डायरेक्टर प्लस इंडिया रो जिते कल्चरल म्यूजिकल एक्सपोनेंट्स अच्छी पृथ्वी सारा से ताको ओडिशा को भारतवर्ष को शोकेस करिसेंती हिज वर्सटाइल पर्सनालिटी वेरी वेरी स्वीट एंड लविंग ह्यूमन बीइंग आउ मुझे तो जानली हैव यू मेड दिस से यूनेस्को स्टैच्यू हैव मेड हम्बली हाँ कि कहले मुझे संभाली पानी हाथ को नहीं पूरा गेला करदेली पूरा तो नाउ ही हैज कम हियर एज आवर चीफ गेस्ट आई रिक्वेस्ट ललित प्लीज कम एंड एड्रेस योर लविंग ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स ऑफ ओडिशा
सो आपण सब मन को बहुत बहुत प्रणाम माने एठी मु माँ घरे रोची पंडिचेरी रे किंतु जा चमत्कार माँ को देखुची सेटा एठी देखुची आज दाली जोड़ा रे जाइथिली एते सुंदर आपण सबु सबु माने एते सुंदर मु पूरा मोर हृदय तो पूरा भरी जाइछि आर सेटा नै कि मु चेष्टा करबी किंतु ओडिया रे मु बेसी जानि एईटा ही बस ताली मु आपन को इंग्लिश ते कहबी और श्यामादी जा कहते मु गोटे टीम लीडर फॉर श्री अरविंदो स्टैच्यू और ओडिया पूरा और जेबे मु से स्टैच्यूटा तैयारी करी एज ए टीम लीडर से गोटे पार्लियामेंट हाउस में भी जाइथिला और जब मु तैयारी करी गोटे गोटे थरे गोटे पा मोल्ड करूची होनी मु से माने कहउछथि मु बहुत डेंगा I like to even share. Okay, give me. Give me a picture.
Not long enough.
Yeah. एबे मु भाबुची माइक तो चेंज है मो लैंग्वेज टा भी चेंज करी प्रणाम नमस्कार आपन सबु गुणीजन को मोर हृदय रे प्रणाम टुडे आई स्टैंड बिफोर यू एट द 55th ऑल ओडिशा श्री अरविंदो स्टडी सर्कल कॉन्फ्रेंस हियर एट मातृभूमि ड्यूरिंग these blessed days 4th to the 7th April 2026. This is not just a conference. यह केवल एक सभा नुहे. It is a collective aspiration, a coming together of seekers, aspirants of a new world. I stand here not merely to speak or share a journey, but to remind us of something we have always known and perhaps forgotten. There comes a moment in every life, silent, subtle, when something within us begins to stir. A question, a longing, a call to rise. Not rise in position, not rise in power, but to rise in consciousness. In the Life Divine, Sri Aurobindo tells us that every human being, every path, every religion is seeking those same 4 or 5 things: light, immortality, freedom, bliss, and God. And this seeking is nothing but the soul's urge to rise towards its highest truth. I come from Pondicherry, a Pavitra Sadhana Bhumi, where Sri Aurobindo and Sri Ma lived, worked, and did their tapasya, and offered his entire being for the evolution of humanity. His life unfolds like a perfect ascent in 3 luminous movements. First, preparation, education, tapasya. Second, work for India, awakening our nation's soul. Third, work for humanity, raising consciousness itself. As if to tell us, to rise is our destiny. And sometimes life reveals this truth through the simplest of images. ମୁଁ ମନେ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ଯାଇଥିଲି ମହାକୁମ୍ଭକୁ। ଆପଣ ସବୁ ଶୁଣିଛି ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର ମହାକୁମ୍ଭ, ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ମହାକୁମ୍ଭ ହେଇଥିଲା ପ୍ରୟାଗରାଜରେ। ସେଇଠି ମୁଁ ଗଙ୍ଗା ପାଖରେ ସେମିତି ବସିକି ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି, ପୁରା ମିଷ୍ଟ, କିଛି ଦେଖାଯାଉନି। ବହୁତ ପକ୍ଷୀମାନେ ସେଇଠି ବସୁଛନ୍ତି ପାଣି ଉପରେ, ଗଙ୍ଗା ଉପରେ, ଏଇଠି ସେଇଠି ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ଲୋକମାନେ ପରିକା। ଆଉ ସଡନଲି ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ପକ୍ଷୀ ଠାକ୍ କରିକି ଉଡ଼ିଗଲା। Birds that were looking and floating at all directions, and then one bird opened its wings. Without struggle, without noise, it simply rose higher and higher until it disappeared into the vast sky. And in that moment, a line came alive within me. It was a beautiful line, and I hope each one of you is that bird. The line from Savitri was, "A flame has come and touched our hearts and gone. Only a few have caught fire and risen to greater life." I wish you all become that bird which catches the flame that each one of us have probably got and rise to greater life. The call comes to all, but only a few choose to rise. And how do we rise? By becoming aware that while we are trying to rise, the divine is always descending, reaching out to us. As is said that you take one step towards God and He will take 10 steps towards you. Always seeking to lift us. In Savitri, Sri Aurobindo gives us another deep truth. We come from the unknown and we return to the unknown. We merge into the unknown. Mane birth ru aguru our birth re pore sabu ochina. This little and in between this little space of the known, we try to live, sometimes beautifully, but sometimes insufficiently. And therefore we need guidance. We need light. We need those who have walked before us. How blessed we are to have the grace of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. Amara pakhare ma ashanti, Sri Aurobindo ashanti. Kette bado mane gift, kette bado prasad. Mane se amanku sabu dekhi deichanti. Who did not keep these truths hidden, but shared them openly, generously for all of humanity. They gave us the secrets of life, that we are one humanity, that the divine lives within us, that life itself is the field of transformation, that our life is a divine poem which we are translating into earthly language, and therefore we must live it with care, with our awareness, with aspiration, because what is already divine must not be distorted but preserved. Amore pakhare ja bhalo jinso already achi, seitaku aguru preserve koriki bhalo koriki rakhile, seta to minimum ଆମର ସେଇଟାକୁ କାହିଁକି ଖରାପ କରିବେ? ଯାହା ଅଲରେଡ଼ି ଅଛି ସୁନ୍ଦର ଜିନିଷ ମା ଶ୍ରୀ ଅରବିନ୍ଦ ଆମର ପାଖରେ ଅଲରେଡ଼ି ଅଛି, ତାକୁ କାହିଁକି ଭୁଲିବେ? What is like in Ayurveda teaches us what is healthy must first be preserved. The light within us must not be lost. And slowly we begin to rise like that bird at the Kumbh. Some of you may have been to Auroville and to the Matrubhaban. That golden sphere represents the earth, the collective aspiration of humanity reaching upwards towards the divine. And within it, a single beam of sunlight descends from above. That light is the divine Shakti, grace, consciousness descending. And when these two meet, aspiration is down, up movement. Aspiration তল থেকে উপরে যাচ্ছে, আর grace is a movement from উপরু নিচে. There is a moment of realization, and from that realization comes transformation. That is the secret of life, to break from the imprisonment of the past, however glorious, and transcend into a new future. Not effort alone, not grace alone, but the meeting of those. And yet there is a condition. To be part of the noons of the future, we must be open, available, and present. Let me share a small story before I end. Every year on the 2nd December at the ashram, ଆପଣ ବହୁତ ମାନେ 2nd December ଦେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଆଶ୍ରମରେ, ସେଟା ଆମର ସ୍ପୋର୍ଟସ୍ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡରେ ହୁଏ. A collective formation is created at the sports ground after the mass day. That particular year, they made the bird of peace. And it is a formation like everybody is standing in different position, and when you see from off, you see it is a bird of peace. ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଡେଙ୍ଗା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଲାଷ୍ଟରେ ରଖିଲେ ଭିତରେ ପୁରା ଲାଷ୍ଟରେ, ମାନେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିପାରିବେନି ଏତେ ପଛରେ. I had just finished school and I was placed at the very end. ଦିଟା ladderକୁ ଧରିଥିଲି. I was holding 2 ladders going straight into the sky. ମାନେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ଖାଲି ଦିଟା ladder ଏମିତି ଧରିଛି, ସେ ଉପରେ ଯାଉଛି. ସେ ସମୟରେ ମୋର କିଛି ବି ଫିଲିଂ ହେଇନି. ମୁଁ ଭାବିଲି ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ସେମାନେ ମୋତେ ପଚାରିଛି ଧରିବା ପାଇଁ, ମୁଁ ଧରିକି ଏମିତି ଧରୁଛି ଦିଟା ଲ୍ୟାଡର୍କୁ ସିଡ଼ି. ପରେ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଜିନିଷ ମୋର ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ହେଲା, ମାନେ ସେଇଟା ମୋ ଜୀବନରେ ବହୁତ ହି ସୁନ୍ଦର ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ. ଦିଟା ସିଡ଼ିକି ଧରୁଛି, ଆଉ ତାପରେ ମନାଦା ଆମର ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ କ୍ୟାପ୍ଟେନ୍ ଆସିକି ଗୋଟେ story ଆମକୁ କହିଲେ ସବୁମାନଙ୍କୁ. ସେ story ଥିଲା that the mother had once described a vision that she had seen. She descended from one level of consciousness to the other, step by step, until she reached the playground. People were there doing exercise. Everybody was busy, active, engaged. There was even a ladder there in the corner, but no one offered it to her. ମାନେ ମା ଫେକମାନ ତଳେ ଆସିବେ, ସିଡ଼ି ବି ଅଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ କେହି ଦଉନି, ସବୁମାନେ ନିଜେ ନିଜେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି. The divine had come so close, ready to descend further, but we were not ready. And in that instant, holding those 2 ladders going straight up became for me one of the most beautiful experiences. She had chosen me to hold those 2 ladders. It was as if life was asking, when grace descends, will you be ready? Will you offer the ladder, or will you be too occupied to notice? And then came a deeper calling. Do not just offer the ladder, become it. Become the ladder, so that the divine does not have to search. It can... Yeah. It can descend directly through you. In our school, in the ashram, Makuru ashram, our school, we were taught, ମୁଁ ଖାଲି 3ଟା ଜିନିଷ ଶିଖିଛି, ସେଇଟା ମୋର ସତ୍ୟ. Depend on the mother, depend only on the mother, give yourself completely to the mother. Purna Sampurtana. Because when surrender is complete, rising becomes inevitable. And who is Ma? As Babaji Maharaj, with whom I used to meet very often in the dining room because I used to live there, reminded us, in every difficulty, just call her Ma, Ma, Ma. Because Ma is not limited, that vast and beautiful. Ma for me is Ma, which is for Mati, and for Akash. So whatever is between Mati and Akash is all Ma. From the earth to the sky, everything in between is Ma. And when we call Ma, we are not becoming weak. We are aligning with very force, what helps us to rise beyond ourselves, and then becomes a profound questions, once shared by Amara Padma Bhushan Manoj Das. He asked, what is the foundation of life? Is it sorrow, as the path of the Gautama Buddha suggests? That life begins in suffering and one must transcend it, or is it illusion? As Adi Shankara taught, that the world itself is a Maya. These were great truths, profound in their time, but they did not fully contain the future. And then came Sri Aurobindo with a revelation, a gift to humanity. He said, the foundation of life is not sorrow, is neither Maya or illusions. The foundation of life is simply Ananda, Ananda, Satchit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. And when we remember this, everything changes. We do not rise by escaping life, we rise by fulfilling it, like that bird, not in struggle but in joy, not in resistance but in expansion. And as I travel across the world, I see many forms of progress, but I say this with conviction, Odisha stands apart. Because Odisha is not just progressing, Odisha is rising. Elsewhere, progress is step by step, but Odisha has leapt from roots to the future. Not just technology, but spiritually, culturally, consciously. That is why you recognize the avatar. How many people in the world realize they consider Mother and Sri Aurobindo as great spiritual leaders, as philosophers, as poets, as rishis, but Odisha recognizes Sri Aurobindo and the Mother as the avatar of the modern age, and that is very, very beautiful. But kichi na korile kichi haboni, to tarpore soruchi. Jemti Rabindranath Tagore koile that if you want to achieve something, you can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water or the waves. You cannot rise by waiting, you cannot rise by watching. You rise only when you take the flight. The call has come. Like the flame, like the descending grace, like the silent bird waiting to rise. The question is not, will the divine come? The divine is already here. The question is, will you be ready? Let us rise like that bird, beyond fear, beyond hesitation, beyond ourselves. Let us rise so high that we not only reach the light, but become its carrier. Let us rise so sincerely that when grace descends, it does not look for a ladder, because we have become it. The time has come. Let us rise. Pranam, koti koti dhanyavad, और आप लोग सबों को बहुत बहुत प्यार धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ललित भाई। How you have come to Odisha and we have given you a work, two work.